Okay, let's go.
Đây.
Galingan mo daw.
Ay,
Ay,
maliit ka talaga. Iwan. Ito daw siya video, hindi na gano'n. Wala daw pang isang...
It's like to behold. You can see it out for yourself if you check out my video on the aftermath of this collision. You may also have heard in the news recently about a asteroid named 2024 YR4. While there is a very, very small chance of this asteroid colliding with our moon, or even a smaller chance of it impacting Earth, the short-period comets originating from the Kuiper Belt pose no immediate threat to us in the next 100 or more years. In other words, you don't need to worry about that. Despite the Kuiper Belt being just a small remnant of what it once was, it still offers a nearly endless frontier of objects for us to explore. And unlike the Oort cloud, which we have not been able to visit yet, we have been to the Kuiper Belt. While most of what we know about the Kuiper Belt comes from ground-based telescopes and the Hubble Space Telescope, NASA's New Horizons is the only spacecraft to have actually been there. It performed a flyby of the dwarf planet Pluto and Kuiper Belt object 2014 MU69, which was later officially named Arakoth, meaning sky, in the Native American Powhatan or Algonquian language. This flyby Arakoth is a small icy KBO known as contact binary, composed of two distinct lobes that at some point merged into one body Its shape resembles a flattened snowman. At just 35 kilometers long, 20 kilometers wide, and 10 kilometers thick, you might not think there's much to learn from this relatively tiny object. But what Aracot lacked in atmosphere and diverse geology, it made up for in its unique structure. The bizarre pancake snowman shape of this Kuiper Belt object provides crucial insights into how planetary building blocks came together in the early solar system and how planets may have formed. Aracot's shape seemed to give it a counterintuitive gravity field and rotation, and several papers published since the flyby have led to an almost undeniable truth about how planetesimals form, something the New Horizons team didn't expect. Planetesimals form when smaller objects come. Yes, stunning images of Pluto. Data from New Horizons helps us understand our favorite dwarf planet. Pluto is far more complex than we previously thought, but proves to approaching its heart-shaped feature. The data lets us believe that Pluto's heart-shaped region explains feature may be created. But it's not just Pluto that we get to see up close. The images of Pluto's moon Charon were also incredible. Can you make out the enormous equatorial tectonic belt? Its existence suggests a long-gone water-ice ocean on Charon.
Water and ice.
So what comes next in our quest to understand the Kuiper Belt and consequently to understand our solar system? New Horizons is expected to exit the Kuiper Belt sometime between 2028 and 2029. And while there is no current target for a further flyby, it is possible that NASA identifies another suitable target. New tools like the James Webb Space Telescope could help us to further analyze the composition of Kuiper Belt objects. And perhaps in the distant future, a robotic mission might allow us to land on one of these mysterious objects, or even collect a sample for a return mission back to Earth. Interwebs probes are more than just instruments and circuitry. They are a symbol of humanity at its best. Curious, audacious, ambitious, resilient. Origin didn't just capture dazzling photos of our gas giants and their moons. It captured the hearts and minds of generations back home on Earth. These are the probes that have gone the furthest that any human object has traveled. They are trailblazers and groundbreakers. It is their unique opportunity and their peril to travel beyond the reach of humanity. Capture images of things we have never seen before so close up. They all have us since. When I look back, I realized how little we actually knew about the solar system before Voyager, said its Voyager mission project scientist Edward Stone. We discovered things we didn't know were there to be discovered, time after time. So, are you curious to see what they do? I'm Alex McColvin from Watching Astro, and in today's Super we'll cover everything you ever want to know about the Voyager mission, the probes themselves, their grand tours, their big, tragic finale. And then, Voyager is the mission. Exploring the path of the science fiction. This final journey will take more probes to explore parts of the solar system, such as the termination shock, denser, hotter, moving machine before finally crossing the helium pores into interstellar space. But how did these incredible machines manage to accomplish so much beyond the scope of the Voyager mission? It comes down to that. Society's favorite number for design choices without the probes to exceed their initial objectives. So they were built different. Here's how. Let's start with the most consequential decisions that you source. Each probe is equipped with a long-lasting radioisotope thermoelectric generator, which converts heat from the decaying plutonium-238 isotope to electric power. These generators are capable as a 3.7-meter antenna for real-time transmission and an 8-track digital tape recorder capable of buffering 536 meg without taking this wear and tear. They had to withstand the harshest environments imaginable, and the rigors never before been tested. Yet, the Voyager GTRs performed with no loss or machine failure until they were fully taken offline for service. Not bad for machines 12 years old on the World Wide Web. Durability was the chief concern during Voyager's planning. There are many unknown missions of this magnitude. To get to Jupiter, both Voyagers have to pass through the asteroid belt. Scientists once believed that this region would shred apart any spacecraft that tried to pass through it. However, pioneers 10 and 11 had previously been able to pass through the asteroid belt, which involved the Voyager's team to repeat the stunt. However, failure would have meant disaster if the probes had even reached their first target. Luckily, both probes made it through the asteroid belt unscathed, and we now know that it is mostly empty space. Before we leave Jupiter and continue our journey, I did promise we would come back to its ruins. I also possibly the biggest shock from the Voyager expedition is the discovery of volcanic activity on Jupiter's moon, Io. Prior to Voyager, geologists thought Io would be covered with large empty craters like our own moon. But they did find circular markings on Io's surface, and they didn't appear to be full craters. The dark spots you see indicate the presence of volcanic hotspots and lava shoals on other moons by the exist. Sadly, we don't know if it reached in 1979, although we have ever since. The next stop on Voyager's grand tour was Saturn. After 21 months of travel, Voyager 1 approached the ring in November 1980, closely followed by 9 months later, August 1981. Like I said before, big rings, big Saturn. So let's start there. Prior to Voyager's mission, Saturn was cleared to have just 5 major rings. However, Voyager 1 showed us that these rings are actually made up of hundreds of thin ringlets. This was the closest lifeline any probe could take it back then, hence the great detail and learnings. Voyager discovered further the G ring, and also provided details about every discovered by Pioneer 2 1 year prior in 1979. Voyager 1 showed us what the F ring is and multi-stranded in nature. It also identified 2 shepherd rings within the F ring, Prometheus and Aura.
People, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on the new uploads. It's about to get crazy because fashion season is about to pick up once again. Last but not least, let me know what you think about this entire thing in the comment section down below. That's where you get to express yourself. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so no surprises here so far.
The word is dignity.
Dignity. Okay, this is... dignity is something that it's quite common in pageantry, so I don't take it as a subtle, like shade or anything like that. So let's give them a little bit of grace. Let's see where they're going with this. But for now, let's hear Miss Tupi. What does she have to say?
It is not enough to say that we love our Earth. It is time that we act on that love. Ladies and gentlemen, the Earth is shaking without warning. And the truth is, global warming is increasing and it's our fault. Because no one is to blame but us. The future generation must be protected, as well as their dignity. Let us take action. Let us hold ourselves accountable and be responsible for the future of our generation.
Include the word dignity, but the statement itself is not so much about dignity per se. Let me know if you agree with that.
Go, La Union. Your
Inform mo
topic
siya.
is in the basket
Hindi ka
on
nag-agi.
your left.
Alright, Miss
Inform mo siya,
Launion.
hindi ka nag-agi. Ah, hindi.
Oh, the makeup.
30 seconds to talk about commitment.
Bibi.
We are here committed in saving our planet
Pinag
Earth.
ko yung ayaw
And
sa
it
mga
starts
kasi
with
may
us.
cute na
I want to
celebration.
urge our leaders to create stronger climate policies, our industries to choose green infrastructure, and every
Agree
individual to make sustainable choices each day. After all, protecting our Mother Earth.
And your word.
Let's go, Miss Pasty City.
obligation.
Mm.
Good evening, everyone. The things that are happening in our Earth right now is caused by anthropogenic or man-made activities. We have caused destruction, irreversible destruction to our Earth due to the greed and carelessness of human beings. Humans
すりと眠ってしまったわ。試験前日はギリギリまで練習するつもりだったのに、この北海市のせいで、この北海道のせいで。
大丈夫だ、アジト。どれだけ準備しても足りないような気がするのは港さ。今のうち。
やりたくないことはやりたくないけど、仲間を見捨てるのはもっとやりたくない。
Ginagawa niya yung tal.
私だってそうよ。でも責任がある。怯えっぱなしのメルフォをどうする？試験どころじゃないけど、仲間のところを返してあげなきゃ。それに、誰かの危険を伝えないと。
Ka-brush body pala. Kala ko hairy body.
Kasi mabog pag dito. Gusto mo ba, Chi?
Go.
何があったんだっけ？蛇のものを奪われた。でも、忘れた。それで、先生が守ってくれたんだ。
Which
ビ
one
ブリ
will
先
do
生、
this one?
テティア。
Ito gusto mo din.
先生、怪我してる。でもでも、
Ito naman si Kuro. Kala niya.
Okay na siguro sa baby. Hindi mo ito matamis eh. Hindi ako siya maliit.
ごめんなさい。メガネが割れてるから。
Ay! Nakalata ko. Gustuhan. Hmm?
Ano yan?
Nasa ilalim sila nung ano eh.
Bigali kay Kuya Mbe.
Ah, 生きたまま金細工に耐えられた。かつての老物音痴。
ひどい怪我。
彼らは僕たち魔法使いをひどく恨んでいる。